should have put out. Stop that! Stop that!
They have arrived, guys. The bats have arrived. And look at this.
You are responsible for destroying a beautiful ecosystem.
So the trees are now empty, normally full of 1,000 bats, and this is critically endangered. And this is one of the hotels that with the Cairns City Council.
Advisory committee, including myself, the chair. I was an invited chair, and also you're looking at the community members that we've voted in as well, have all said that we do not support this dispersal plan. I repeat, Kia, we do not support this dispersal plan.
But look at these lights.
They are pregnant! Let them land!
There's about half a dozen of those all the way around here. You can see bats up there trying to land, and they're being terrified off. They're pregnant.
Let them rest!
Imagine coming home and you can't actually come home.
They are still trying to... They are still trying to return all these hours later. They are still trying to return. They are everywhere. Stop blasting them, they're fatigued. Shut it down. They need to land, they're trying to come home. They are everywhere, this is a disaster. This is a disaster. They're returning to their tree. This is a disaster. This is a disaster.
Cairns Council has successfully relocated a colony of flying foxes from outside Cairns City Library.
A tree once filled with flying foxes, now vacant. Cairns Regional Council's relocation of the library colony hailed a success.
We'll continue to monitor. We'll have people on the ground monitoring the situation, and we'll have very light deterrent measures in place.
Listen to that, a PhD to see that these animals are distressed. We have pregnant females that are distressed, tired, exhausted. After looking for food, they cannot arrive where they normally do.
Leave them! Let them be, they've settled, they're exhausted. It's pretty devastating here this morning because it's clear that they're stepping up their efforts because they now have to save face. Because the council's already declared this a success, which it clearly is not. They're back in greater numbers again, it appears. So it's great that these guys can laugh through the crime that they're committing right now, like it's some big joke.
Here is one, you can see how bright that light is. That's one of the lights they're using to disperse or torture the bats. There's one on every corner and in the middle as well.
Rest. That's why it landed. It went downwards. Let it rest. This is day 5. The bats were usually all gone at this time. We have not observed this before. They're still flapping around their tree trying to land. We do not know what this device is. What is that sound? What is that sound?
Public that these bats are pregnant. Another.
So it's 10 to 6 in the morning. We've been here since 4 a.m. today. The bats are still returning.
The Cairns Council
The sound blaster,
and
which is just
everyone
there.
involved will stop at nothing.
Sound blaster, long-range acoustic device, military-grade
The
spot.
protection.
The bats are still returning to the tree over 2 hours after the lights were turned on and the council workers arrived and they turned on their long-range devices. They are still returning. Here is video evidence. This has not been a success.
Your acoustic blasting. Incorporate the eardrum.
So that is a long-range acoustic device, or also known as a military sonic blaster. He's going to go again.
You are a coward behind the You are going to show the world.
These bats are still returning. This is, look, there is a fatigued bat here. It is flying too low. We have low flying bats. Animal carers.
So we're here at the library again where they've increased their assault on the flying foxes this morning. This is day 7. It was supposed to be a rest and review day. Instead they've brought in more equipment and are utilising their sound and light in a more savage way. The council wanted this colony to neatly relocate to the Cairns swamp area. This is not happening. They are dispersing in different places every day. Yesterday, photos were captured of a large group, 20 to 30 flying foxes, flying in the day, which is completely out of the ordinary and an incredibly worrying sign. They are incredibly disoriented.
They are blasting these bats out of the tree like we have never seen before. They are being blasted. So he has turned the machine. It is facing directly into the trees. Don't do it! Don't do it! It's at point blank. Don't do it from there. They're using howling sirens.
There's a huge colony coming in. I don't know if you can see it, but turn your lights off! Let them land! There are hundreds coming! Turn your lights off! Let them land! Let them land!
This is the 8th day in a row we've been here. They were only meant to do 5 days. They are not stopping. These animals. These animals deserve to rest. They need to rest. They have been relentlessly blasting. I hope that somebody can tell exactly how loud that was before, because my ears are still hurting. So a bat has just landed here, and you're going to see how they're shining the torch directly on it. This bat is exhausted. It has been out all night foraging. It's trying to rest. Where is your conscience? That bat just had a light shine directly on it by this uneducated man. This gentleman is terrorizing the flying foxes again with distressed animal sounds. They are playing rifle sounds. They are creating a war scene here. Here he goes again, 8 days in a row. So he's redirecting it. They have been relentlessly blasting since 4 o'clock in the morning.
You have failed.
This man must turn off his torch. There are flying foxes in the trees. They are fatigued. They are pregnant. We've made multiple submissions of unusual deaths all around Cairns, which means they must abort while it's investigated. They have not done so. They continue. They continue.
You're only supposed to use the torch to spy flying foxes. You are not allowed to use it as a dispersal method. You are not allowed to shine it on them while they are flying.
Okay, he's about to break the law again. It's early in the morning. It is Sunday, the 12th of July. We have made multiple submissions of unusual cases of flying fox deaths. There are flying foxes that are roosting in these trees.
You don't have authorization to continue this dispersal until half an hour before sunlight. Expected day rise is at 6:47 a.m. You have 5 minutes to pack it up and go home. If you're here any longer, we will be documenting you violating this.
They are now breaking the law. Do you guys get involved?
It's a civil matter, so you can intervene. Not intervene here, but it's intervene by
The Cairns Regional Council breaching federal law. We have done our homework. Contrary to what you thought, all the laws you've breached here have been documented. Do not turn it on. They've turned the machines back on. The bats need to legally be granted the right to land. It is after sunrise. You must let these flying foxes land.
10 minutes over.
Can you hear that? There are flying foxes in this tree. You are gonna deafen them! They have very sensitive ears! So this is day 10 of the forced eviction. Every single morning, their long-range acoustic devices or military-grade sonic blasters are getting louder and closer to the tree. There we go. So it's very bright. It's very bright. It's illuminated the whole tree. Nothing came through. Nothing came through on the radio to advise this blast. There are flying foxes in the tree. There are flying foxes above the tree. Nothing has come through on the radio to advise that.
The colony has fragmented to all different places over Cairns, so it's not going according to the council's plan where they were supposed to neatly relocate to one space. The colony has fragmented. I would be surprised if they can accurately monitor where they are going. So it's just after 4:25 here this morning.
As soon as they stop firing these cannons that are allowed to land this. Well, I can't hear this red cannon. But I can hear that. Well, I don't hear the other. Well, they're not firing it right now. Then I don't have to complaint to investigate, do I?
Complaint, mate, you need to call it from happening.
What do you mean?
Someone has made a complaint about us.
Bear with me for a second. I'm saying that the cannons they fire from 4 o'clock in the morning are louder.
Okay, it doesn't matter. It's actually not louder because this fella here was recorded the other day and he was just as loud as that other stuff with his yelling.
You weren't near the cannons. That's fine. If you want to take me to the watch house for doing nothing, for peacefully protesting, this is on record, for peacefully protesting with this here megaphone, then you want to take me away for that?
Once again,
that is your prerogative.
My name is Senior Sergeant Simon Laverty from the Cairns Police. I'm now giving you an official direction to provide you full and correct details. If you fail to provide you full and correct details, you understand that?
I understand.
So
I'll give you the same answer because I'm not doing anything unlawful here. You have come here to tell me to be quiet. I'm making too much noise. You are choosing to listen, to not listen to what they are doing. Right now they're quiet, but from 4 o'clock in the morning they are bursting.
We have it on camera. We have evidence on camera. We can show you that.
The radio's gone silent. They won't fire it.
Kidnapping him.
You are criminals.
Illegally detained.
You are criminals.
He has broken no law. He's broken no law. He's done nothing wrong.
I can't speak for Dr. Dave Westcott at CSIRO. He's a scientist. I know he's very concerned about the upgrading. He fought hard to get that changed to endangered, and by the time the federal government sat on it for 3 years, it's probably gone from endangered to critically endangered. And guess what the next step is after that one? Of course, it's extinct, and we're watching a species become extinct before our eyes. And we have an opportunity to do something about it here in Cairns.